Almal ken die naam Discovery, die baie bekende en leidende mediese fondsadministrateur in Suid-Afrika. Discovery is ook andersins 'n gewone besigheid wat fooie verdien, verskillende filiale het en aan hulle aandeelhouers verslag moet doen. Discovery is hoofsaaklik bedrywig in die gesondheidsorg en lewensversekeringmarkte in Suid-Afrika en ook in die Verenigde Koninkryk en dan ook in die beleggingsmark via Discovery Invest. Ons vra vir Adrian Gore, die uitvoerende hoof van Discovery, om vir ons 'n kort oorsig te gee van hulle besigheid en waar hulle die meeste van hulle winste genereer.
So Discovery has been built on a very simple but profound purpose of making people healthier and enhancing their lives. And our focus has been on building an insurance organization that really takes into account that if people are healthier, it's better for them and better for us and better for society. And so we've built an organization now that is 10 businesses in 4 different countries. We're global, really focusing on life insurance, health insurance, motor insurance, on this very powerful but simple idea of vitality, making people healthier. And the profitability of the organization comes from all of those operating activities. So life insurance and health insurance is our core drivers of profit. But as we grow and we grow globally, that profitability should emerge from all different areas of our business.
Het is baie duidelik dat julle 'n goeie begrip het van die plaaslike mark wat betref julle life, health en vitality program. Julle is nou besig om dit ook uit te brei na ander lande. Hoe word dit ontvang?
Well, in media, they've been remarkably well received locally, I think, because people love the idea of being healthier. I think issues like vitality really are kind of common sense to people about doing better things and living a better life. And as we go global, we find the same thing. The idea is actually very simple. People get it. Do healthier things, be rewarded, and get better access to insurance and healthcare and those kind of things. And we have found, frankly, that the receptivity is positive wherever we go, and that's why we're growing very strongly internationally.
Tydens julle tussentydse resultate het julle aangekondig dat julle belang in Ping An in China verhoog vanaf 20% na 24.99%. Wat is julle strategie in China?
Well, China is actually remarkable. I mean, it's well known, the scale of China, 1.3 billion people, growing very quickly, a massive emerging middle class. So the issue of private healthcare is becoming and will become increasingly so, a very big central issue. And therefore our strategy quite simply is to build a discovery health kind of capability in China. So the idea of vitality, health insurance on the back of that. And our partner there, Ping An, is the second biggest and the preeminent life insurer in China. So bringing the two opportunities together offers us a massive opportunity for discovery. And our sense is that in a medium to long term, that will be a very, very significant business and hopefully one that will have an impact on China.
Julle het onlangs die Vitality Instituut in New York geloods. Kan jy vir ons vertel, wat is jou ambisie en bedoeling met die instituut?
Well, firstly, immediately, the ambition of vitality is global. We'd like to make the world healthier. I mean, I could really see vitality playing out in many, many different markets around the world. The reality is that over literally nearly 20 years of doing vitality, the amount of data that we have to understand how people respond to incentives, how people's healthcare and life expectancy responds to lifestyle choices, means that the data needs to be analyzed and needs to be thought by needs to be taken by the best thinkers around what we can do with these learnings and lessons to policymakers, to governments, to other businesses. And so the idea behind the Vitality Institute is really a think tank in the US with some of the best thinkers involved of helping us do that, of build a capability that really helps the world think through how to prevent chronic illness. And I think that's a very powerful thing going forward.
Adrian, jy praat gereeld van Discovery se behoefte om 'n positiewe impak op die samelewing te hê. Wat bedoel jy daarmee?
Well, I think, we've just gone through this massive global financial crisis, and it really has brought the entire issue of capitalism and how capitalism works under the microscope. And I'm convinced that capitalism and markets work. That's what we need for growth and prosperity and to create jobs. But capitalism, if driven in an entirely greedy way, just for the bottom line in and of itself, I think can focus on just efficiency to the exclusion of inclusive growth, on making sure we get better equality. And I think one of the only antidotes to that is that businesses, as they grow, need to think about sharing value, about not just philanthropy, but about building businesses that, as they grow, do social good at the same time. And therefore, we are absolutely convinced that building an organization that not only meets shareholder needs, but is good for society, is fundamental to success. I don't believe you can build a business that's good for shareholders and bad for society. I think businesses today have to be a force for social good.
Baie dankie, Adrian. Die kernbesigheidsbeginsel van enige versekering is baie eenvoudig. Prys die risiko akkuraat, stel 'n kontrak op, bemark dit behoorlik en bring die winste in. En dit is presies wat Discovery reg kry. Gegee hulle konstante innovasie, hulle uitstekende bestuur en suksesvolle bemarkingsstrategie, is dit 'n maatskappy om fyn dop te hou. Die aandeleprys van Discovery het met 'n jaarlikse gemiddelde saamgestelde koers van 28% gegroei, sedert die maatskappy genoteer het in 1999.